I really don't like to have to come back on YouTube and do stuff like this, but it's only right. It's only right. First off, let's talk about the UTG quick release, high profile, 30 millimeter scope mount. The one you're looking at right here. I put that on a 20 inch, 5.56, rifle length, gas system. One of the most softest shooting AR-15s that you can possibly run. I got a good tight zero at 50 yards. Then I did a suppressive fire valley. I got videos that I'll be posting later on. I did a suppressive fire valley to kind of, put the scope mount to the test. This is quick release. With a quick release mount, you can't get it all the way down tight. It gotta be that perfect sweet spot where it's tight, but it's not too tight for it to not be able to close over and clamp. I found that spot. So it's not me not having that scope mount tight enough. Because trust me, when I tell you I have a tendency to over tighten stuff, I have a tendency to over tighten stuff. Because I like the stuff to be locked down, solid, ready to go. Do not buy this UTG scope mount. Once I got zeroed at 50 yards, I did my suppressive fire valley. I hung up another target. All my shots were grouping about 1 inch to 2 inches low. So that's telling me that after I did that suppressive fire valley, this just isn't locking down stable enough for it to give you repeatable accuracy. And that's at 50 yards. So Lord knows what happened at 100 yards or 200 yards. And how I knew I should not have bought the scope, I got it from off of Amazon. Amazon offered me to buy it now, have it for 7 days. If you like it, keep it and pay for it. If you don't like it, return it. I've bought dozens, if not 100 or more items from Amazon. And I've never been offered a try for 7 days. If you like it, pay for it. If you don't, return it. But this scope mount has that stipulation where you can try it for 7 days to see if you like it. If you don't like it, you can send it back. And if you want to keep it, you pay for it on that 7th day. That right there tells me that there are a lot of people who's buying this scope mount, taking it to the range, and it is not holding zero. So they end up returning it. So instead of Amazon having to reissue a gift card or your balance or having to give you your money back, they say try it for 7 days. If you don't like it, send it back. If you like it, pay for it. So do not get the UTG high profile 30 millimeter quick release scope mount. Let's move on to the Vortex Venom. I love Vortex products. When I tell you that I am in love, I don't love this optic, I am in love with the Vortex Strike Eagle 1:8 Gen 2 with BDC3 reticle. The reticle that they have inside of this optic, it looks so good to my eye. It's big, it's easy to see. I mean, I love the size of that reticle. I do. I love the glass, I love the accuracy, I love everything about this Vortex Strike Eagle 1:8. When it comes to the Vortex Strike Eagle, the Vortex Venom 1:6 that I just unboxed a few days ago, this reticle is much, much, much smaller than it is in that Strike Eagle 1:8. I'm looking at it now. It is much, much smaller. I can put both of them up to my eye at the same. Oh yeah, it is a very distinct difference between the size of the reticle in the 1:8 and the reticle in the 1:6. So what are my thoughts on the Vortex Venom 1:6? If having a big, easy to see reticle is something that is not of a concern to you, and you are on a budget and you want just a good all around $300 optic, go ahead and purchase the Vortex Venom 1:6 that they just released. You'll be happy. You won't have any problems. But if you wear glasses like me, if you have bad vision like me, and you prefer to have big, easy to see reticles, then you are going to want to avoid the Vortex Venom, and you probably want to go with their Strike Eagle 1 to 8. Yeah, what I think Vortex is doing, unfortunately, is they're kind of following behind Primary Arms. Primary Arms, all of their reticles are small and hard to see. And it's not just me saying that, it's other people saying that. So much so that when they dropped their new version of their 1X Prism Scope, they made the reticle bigger. He even said that himself, the person that be doing YouTube videos. I can't even think the man's name. But he said that himself, that he made the reticle bigger because people were complaining that it was too small to see. I think Vortex is following behind Primary Arms, and they're starting to make their reticle smaller. And this Vortex Venom is just not working for me. It did everything it had to do. The weak point was the mount. I don't have no issues out of the scope. It held 0. Even when the 0 shifted because of the mount, it still held 0. So there's nothing wrong with the optic. Just for me, personally, I like a big, easy to see reticle. And this Vortex Venom does not provide that how the Vortex Strike Eagle 1 to 8 does. So both of these is going back. And trust me, I didn't want to do this, man. I got myself in good debt to kind of get this little influx of stuff that I got. You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to, swing and knock the ball out of the park. But I swung and missed on both of these right here, man. The scope mount won't hold 0 how it's supposed to. And the reticle within the Vortex Venom 1 to 6, it just ain't for me. It's not as appealing to my eye as that big, easy to see reticle in that 1 to 8. I absolutely love that 1 to 8 too, man. I really do love that 1 to 8. That literally might be the only LPVO that I put on any kind of setup is the Strike Eagle 1 to 8. That's how much I love that reticle and that optic. So I just wanted to get that out of the way, man. There's nothing wrong with the Vortex Venom. If having a big, easy to see reticle is something that's not of a concern to you, go ahead and get it. But for me, it just ain't for me. Now I gotta go take this back, and god damn, man, this ain't what I wanted to do, man. I wanted to knock the ball out the park with this one, man. Really, I really did. Ugh. So I'm probably gonna end up putting this on the 20-inch. Then the AR308, I'll probably get some budget 2 to 10 optic and throw that on there. Shit, man. God damn, man. Fuck, gotta waste gas in my car going down here to Kohl's to take this shit back. Then I gotta take the optic back to UPS. I can't get a gift card. They want to put the money back on my card, so God knows how long it's gonna take for that money to get back on there. I'm the type of person, when I spend money, I want to spend it on something that I'ma like. Because I made that decision at that point in time to buy something that I like and I want to keep. I don't want to have to wait to get my money back and return shit because I don't like it. That's not what I want to do. Shit. We'll come back and talk later on, man. Let me go take this shit back, man. God damn.